Hey, what's up? My name's Corey Bohan and you're watching My First Hand. That was awesome. Growing up in Australia, like, you can't make a living riding bikes in Australia. Just pretty much finished high school and went straight into the workforce. Worked for my dad's construction company. I saved enough money to come over on a holiday. Went to a couple of contests and bloody actually qualified for the X Games, which was, never thought that was going to happen. And funny enough, like, sponsorships came about and it just gave me that budget to be able to come and go and ride full time. This year, taking home my 3rd consecutive gold from X Games was pretty nuts. And then also getting the 3rd Nora Cup again this year for Dirt Rider of the Year was completely insane. I still can't believe it. My name's Corey Bohan, I'm 24 years old, I'm from Brisbane, Australia, and I'm a BMX rider. We were up in Whistler, BC for the Red Bull Elevation. What's so cool and why so many riders go to the event is because it is different. It's not your everyday dirt contest that you've been seeing everywhere these days. It's not just your standard course. They really put a lot of effort into making the course unique and they get pretty creative with it, so it's cool and it's fun to ride. First day of competition was the qualifiers and the field was nothing but the best. You know, we had Nyquist, Parslow, Doyle. So it was pretty serious competition and the course was set up to deliver some great riding.
Get ready for Red Bull athlete Corey Bohan.
The course was fully intimidating because everyone knows that riding jumps downhill is like, it adds a little fear factor to it because you get this unwanted momentum and it's so easy to over jump and whatnot, so it's pretty nuts.
What do I know? Sure you can't help but remembering.
The format for qualifying was 4 runs, count 3. It's tough, but it brings out a lot of variety and that's pretty important to me. The amount of riders that were at the contest, it's chaotic a little bit. You get your run done and the next guy's already on the course laying it down. It's run fast like that and it's pretty interesting to see it all go down. The contest ran pretty smoothly and throughout what I wanted to do, I felt pretty good for myself with what I was doing and that. I put together some pretty good runs I was happy with, ended up qualifying first, so that was pretty cool. At the end of the day, qualifying was done with and we all had to be involved in this green room to do our intros for the TV cut.
Next one, all set.
Yep.
Okay, say your name and where you're from.
Hello, my name's Ryan Nyquist, and I'm from Greenville, North Carolina.
Red Bull had this open bar going. A few of the riders were getting pretty loose.
Hey, nice day.
All we were doing was like little intros with name, age, and whatnot, and it was pretty tough on the TV crew.
My name's Luke Parzo from Melbourne, Australia, and I like big contests.
Hey, my name's Chris Doyle. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It turned out pretty funny, I thought.
Yikshamish! My name's Corey. I'm from Brisbane, Australia. Jintakui.
Finals came around the next day, and it was Canada Day actually, so there was a lot of festivities going on in the village. Everyone in the crowd was pretty nuts. It was madness, eh? It was ready to go on.
This is it, what's wrong? This is gonna be nuts. The rider at the top of the hill is your #1 qualifier.
The bottom of the hill, Red Bull girls pick you up, take you back up to the top, get to watch what everyone else is going to be throwing down for their first run. Try to up the ante a little bit. I would hate to be a judge at this contest because there was so much to judge from with all these different lines and TJ transferring through the S-turn, Parzo the madman flipping down the step down straight into a front flip on the last set, which was like 35 feet. The riding was amazing. It's not like a regular event where they post your score after your first run so you know where you're actually sitting. I just wanted to mix it up and just keep it fresh.
Oh my God!
Third run in, had 2 solid runs, and tried to flip 1 foot X up and actually over-rotated and put a foot down and slid out. It put a little bit of pressure on myself because you only got that 1 run and you got to stick it no matter what. The contest got wrapped up. I had a guess that maybe I'd be in the top 5, but I didn't know where I was sitting. And they're calling out names like 5th place, 4th place, and my name still hadn't been called yet. And then they call out Nyquist, and they call out Parzo, and then that's when I knew it, so it's pretty nuts.
Make some noise for Corey Bohan!
Hey, this is Corey Bohan, and you're watching Fuel TV. The event wrapped up in Whistler, BC, and that very next morning we were road tripping. I was pretty excited, and the whole crew was pretty excited. We had Dave Dilward, and we had Heath Pinter, and 1 minivan with a lot of luggage. So we had to load up that morning, which was madness, because we had so much gear we didn't think we were going to fit.
It's gonna go. Just try to give up. Just gotta give it a little bit.
We managed to squeeze it in and get on the road. Our goal on the road trip was just to touch and run into as many spots as we wanted to on the road. I think we were like an hour out of Whistler and we already found a concrete park.
I'm coming to your town.
We were just there sessioning and we happened to run into Rooftop and his buddy who were filming as well.
But I can still see where you loved yourself before it tore it all down. April 12, with nobody else around, you were out outside the house with your mother. When he put you in the car,
got back on the road and we heard about this one spot with this shed that just had some shady ramps in it, so crossed over some train tracks and rode in there and checked it out.
The door slammed closed, it was over. The door slammed closed, it was over. Long ago. Don't lose me now, don't lose me now. Though I know that I'm not useful anyhow. Just let me stick around.
It made for some cool little photos and whatnot. We were just messing around. It's good to just get out of the van and ride a really cool spot. So we arrived in Vancouver. We heard of the Snake Run Park, this old school park. We unloaded and just had a session, no pads, no nothing. We rode the Snake Run Park for a while, and then after that we were going to hit a more serious park, Hastings, where we'd pad up and have a proper session. The way BMX is, just like rowdy punk kids, you know, and I like it that way. It's cool to get back and just get in a minivan and just hit the road, you know. Car stinks, we stink, we're just on the road, just ready to ride. Before we left Vancouver, we ended up heading over to Horseshoe Bay. So we sessioned there till the sun went down. We got done with all these concrete parks, so now we wanted to ride some dirt. Headed on down to Portland, that was the plan. Next day we woke up, we were in Portland. We thought, why not? We'll get a session in at Burnside while we're here, might as well. Going to a new skate park, especially like Burnside where it's handmade and that, it's a little different. It took me a while to get used to it and get some little lines here and there, but all in all, it's fun, you know, riding new stuff, that's what it's about. Everyone knows that like it's a skateboard park, so if you want to ride bikes there, you got to be there before the crew gets there, you know, so. We got there early enough to have a pretty good session, and then by the time like 10 o'clock rolled around, there was skateboarders piling in everywhere, so we split. Going to somebody's trail spot is like, it's a touchy subject with a crew, and we had a crew and we didn't know hardly any of these guys. And they treated us better than we could have ever imagined. Can't even explain, you know, we're so lucky.
Saturday night we went downtown, but I beat it back home. I couldn't take no more. The voice of the street through the window, and it sang me to sleep on the bathroom floor. 'Cause my body's an open thing tonight. There's no rest, just cold as open back out to the clouds and rain. I can feel my face going paler by the day.
They've had these jumps there for like 15 years, you know, and it's all handmade. They're doing it because they love it. They'll work a 9 to 5 and then they'll scoot down to the jumps and then they'll start digging or they'll be riding, you know. It's dedication, it's awesome.
There's a fire in the basement, so help me God, 'cause I want you now more than anything else. They came in brave and just care. 'Cause I'm the god so high.
It's like been wanting to come here for years. Finally get here, hanging out with a bunch of owners, locals, shredders. It's the best, man. We ended up sessioning for like hours, had the best time. Thanks to all those guys for letting us come in there and do that. And that was pretty much the end of the trip. We finished it off with the best day on the whole trip, I reckon. Sun went down and we headed back to California. Hey, this is Corey Bohan, and you're watching My First Hand. October 05 it was. I actually bought my first house out here in California, so it's pretty exciting and whatnot, moving in and just having a place to call home. This wall is my X Games stuff. 3 gold medals, pretty psyched. I never thought any of that would be happening or even be possible. Filling the place up with trophies and Tim Tams. If I don't feel like riding, I'm playing Guitar Hero. Pretty dedicated fan. Yes. It's pretty funny because I can't even play the guitar, but it actually feels like you're playing a song, so. I grew up on the Gold Coast at Palm Beach. I was really into surfing up until I was like 15 years old. Then I started taking BMX a little more serious. I heard there was some waves around, so went down for a surf session. Called up Ray and seen what he was up to. So he came and hung out as well for the day, and hanging out with him is always a laugh.
Had a couple of cutties, mate. Kira Surf Club right there, mate. Represent, fill dues, mate.
Cool and gutter.
Cool and gutter.
Surf's up, cousin. Surf's up.
Drove up to San Diego. I saw some for Mission Beach, and so went way out deep into the ocean. Saw a shark and had a stroke. Back in the ambulance ago, I had a dream about a girl I used to know. She said I got to warn you about Mexico and California.
I was stoked because it was actually good waves, and to have Ray drive out and meet up was cool as well because he's a classic, and whenever he's around, it's always a good time.
Oh yeah, she said I got to warn you about Mexico and California. Earthquakes and sharks to start us off. If chupacabras ain't enough, black widows, spiders, and killer bees. There ain't no shade, there ain't no trees. Got desert heat, polluted air, and traffic jams beyond compare. That's all I got to warn you about Mexico and California.
We want chop, Corey. Let's go. I need something to drink, mate. Mad on the beach here. We're getting out of here.
Mexico and California.
The day of surfing was pretty good. We wrapped it up late in the afternoon and then headed back to Corona. We've got a pretty cool concrete park that's not too far from my house. We usually try and end up at the skate park around 7 o'clock because that way the school kids are kind of shuffling off, heading home. It's pretty much just BMX late at night, and it's good. You can rip around and just don't have to worry about running into little kids and whatnot. Man, that was crazy. Brian filmed this. Dave's gonna lay it flat. Woo! Ooh, yeah. Brian got it. That was awesome. My BMX career in the States, since I lived over here, it's been awesome, eh? Been lucky enough to hit all the contests and travel around and do trips and whatnot, and actually do well in the meantime and make some money doing it. It's what every kid would want to do, I'd think. So I'm pretty lucky to have it all happen, and it's happened pretty fast. Since I'm 13, nothing's really changed. I'm still doing the same stuff. Still sleeping in, still riding and just goofing off and partying with my mates. Just nothing's really changed. I'm still that same kid, you know, just riding BMX. Halfway through the final, we get pulled up. Across the course comes these like ducklings. So it was pretty funny, to have the contest pulled up for these little zip liners. This is me, Mrs. Mate.
Hi.
Had a late drop, turn, all of the buddies like this. Ah, Mick, you spilled some feet on me jumper. I can't whistle. Get off me, wife!